Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel once again. I feel like I'm supposed to be using broom to sweep everywhere because it's been a while since I sat down like this to talk, and I am so happy to be doing this once again. So, over the weekend, I had this really nice hangout, or will I call it a sit out, with some women from the Only Choma community, and it was so beautiful. It was amazing. We spoke about business, mostly business really, how to increase revenue, how to bring in new products, just staff retention, just a lot of things. We spoke about business in general. And there are some things that I shared at the event, that has helped me to increase revenue because last year was looking like the year that I was going to pack my bag and go to the village. And I said, no, Mercy said no. I said no. So I put on my thinking cap and started thinking, how can I bring in more money into this business so that we're not packing up? And there are a few things that I did, and that's why I'm sitting down here today because I want to share with you. I mentioned that the event that I was going to share it on YouTube, and yeah, I'm here keeping my promise. Okay, so I'm just going to go right into it. Enough of the introductions. You know my name. My name is Choma. Nice to meet you too. Let's do this. So the first thing that I did was I created bundles. What do I mean by I created bundles? Um, I don't want to call this a wholesale deal. I don't, but it's not a wholesale deal. But I created bundles, meaning that. But let me mention first that I create simple outfits. My brand name is Simples. So we do really nice and easy, simple outfits that are comfortable. But then, if you put on a heel, the look changes. If you put on sneakers, the look changes. If you put on slippers, the look changes. So we do simples, simple outfits. And so I created a bundle because most of these outfits are not exactly expensive. You could get a nice dress for 15K, a nice shift dress for 15K. You get a nice slip-on dress for 20,000. So they're not exactly expensive. So what I did was to create a bundle. I put three items, maybe one shirt, one palazzo, one dress in a bundle and sold them as a bundle, just so that we're making more money. More money is coming in, and we are putting out more products, more stuff going out, more money coming in. That was good for us. We allowed clients to pick what they wanted in their bundle. So if we have like a bundle of three dresses in one bundle or four dresses in one bundle, if that four dresses cost 80,000 naira, we sold for 70,000 or 60,000. And then people could also, adjust their bundles. Say, oh, I don't want four dresses. I want three dresses and one trousers. We are able to put that bundle together for you and you still get a very good discount. So that's the first thing I did. I created bundles because when a Nigerian says yeah, it just it helped. It helped. We're producing more, we're making more money. It helped. Second thing I did was I did seasonal sales. Like Valentine is coming. I sent out newsletters, to clients to let them know that this is what we have available. People are making their orders, we're producing, and we're not waiting till February 14th to deliver. Or let's say we're not waiting till a particular day to lump up all the orders and then deliver. No. When you order, we produce, we send out. When you order, we produce, we send out. Like your order doesn't have to go out on the same day just to make sure that we are not swamped. Now, seasonal sales. Oh, I explained that. Yeah, like Valentine is coming. We had for Christmas. We had for the New Year. Mother's Day is coming. Father's Day is coming. Children's Day is coming. International Day of the Girl Child is coming. Easter is coming. Ramadan holidays is coming. There's just a lot of holidays coming. There's a lot of things that are happening, and so we just decided to create sales around that. Then the third thing that I did was a subscription-based model. Subscription-based model, really. What does that mean? It means that I go through the list of all our clients, all the orders that we've been receiving, see those that buy, 5 to 6 times a year, and they don't just buy one piece, they buy like multiple pieces. And we shoot each and every one of them an email saying, oh, that we have now launched our subscription. Why is this word so hard for me to pronounce? Subscription. Yes. We've now launched that service, and you can put in some money in your wallet, in your simple wallet. You put in some money, let's say 600K, 700K, 1 million, depending on how much clothes you're looking to get this year. And and then Whenever you need an outfit, you need to reach out to us 2 3 weeks before the event day, and then we prepare an outfit for you, and that payment is taken out of your wallet. So basically, you're being paid for a job that you haven't done yet, and there's a contract signed. You cannot go back on your contract. If you're going to do this model, you must make sure that you have a very good staff retention length. You don't want when somebody needs an outfit, then your staff remember that their grandmother swallowed cutlass. Yeah, I said it. So yeah, that's a system that you must make sure that staff is not a problem before you take on such a system. These are the three things that I did. I'm still experimenting on some other things that they haven't exactly been going well, and so that's why I haven't. That's why I'm not mentioning them here, because I don't want to put anybody in trouble. So nobody says, "Oh, Chama said she did it." Mm-mm-mm. So when I'm sure that these things have worked fine, then I can bring them here. Now I want to mention one last thing that I am currently experimenting, because I started it in November of last year. Last year was 2024, which is rentals, renting clothes. So you know how, okay, I need to mention two things before I say this last one. Um, I have a website, and I also have like a mailing list. So my sister is a Texas, and since I think about 2016, she's made me build an email list where we take emails. When people order from us, we take their emails and we put them in our email list, and we're able to reach out to them if anything. So I've been collecting emails, and so we have these emails. I just wanted to mention that so that you don't wonder how am I getting this information out when you're not seeing it on my Instagram. I don't want to build on temporary sites. I, as much as possible, want to own my own platform, and that's what I am doing. So that's one. I have a website, I have an email list. These two things kind of help us to make sales seamlessly without having to do so much on Instagram. Then the second thing that I want to mention is I no longer do ready to wear. I do made to order. Why? Because the economy is, I don't know, it's not economizing. It's not, I don't know, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. And so I didn't want to tie so much money down. So now we no longer have clothes on the rack. When you want to make clothes, we give you production time, 5 to 7 days, 7 to 14 days, depending on what what you're asking for. Okay, that's out of the way. So now let's talk about how I came about the rentals. So we have some really nice dresses. Could be work dresses, could be for a shoot, it could be even simple dresses. It could be that maybe your child has an event in school. This was the first time I got this idea, but I didn't really think about it so much until that November time. So a lot of parents, you see that they have events in their children's school, and they've asked them, "Oh, dress like Queen Elizabeth. Oh, dress like this. Oh, dress like that." And so that's when I came up with the whole rental thing, where I'm like, okay, you know what? Instead of people having to make these clothes from scratch, how about I just have these clothes available, especially some of them that have even been on the rack since like 2023. So why can't I just rent these clothes out and they use it and they return it? For instance, dress is 80K. What do? You come and you rent the dress for 30K. Now, out of the 30K, 5,000 is refundable when you bring our clothes back. What am I, this example I just gave, no, these are not the actual figures. I just came up with numbers in my head. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you're going to rent out an outfit, you need to make sure that the cost of producing that outfit is completely covered. Why? Because human beings can be funny. Human beings can be funny. So you need to make sure that the cost of making that outfit is covered. In case they never bring that outfit back, your business is not at a loss. But then before you do the rentals, you need to try and put things in place. You need to put the law part in place. Like they need to sign some documents, maybe not some document, maybe just one document stating some things, then just have information that would help you trace this person in case. Now the reason I did not bother to even post this anywhere online is because I wasn't yet ready to deal with um let me call it outsiders, people that have not patronized my business before, people that I don't know. So that's why I just sent it via the email list, letting people know that okay, this thing is available now. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was shocked by the response that I got. People actually wanted, let me not say wanted because they did. people actually rented some of the dresses, and yes, they have been returned. The only dress that has not been returned was just taken on Saturday morning. I'm sitting down here now on a Tuesday morning, so it was taken on Saturday, and return time is a week, so she just has about 3 days to bring it back. Yes. So these are the things that I tried in my business that worked. In my next video, I will be talking about something that you can try with tailors. I wanted to give a disclaimer, but I'll give the entire disclaimer in the video that I'm going to be dropping next week. It's also something that I did in my business that it changed things. It changed things, and yeah, it changed. Let me just say it changed things. Let me not say too much. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I am cheering for each and every one of us in the fashion business. In fact, my biggest dream, or one of my biggest dreams, is that at some point we Nigerian designers, form a coalition that actually makes a difference in the Nigerian fashion industry. Okay, so until that happens, take care of yourself. Have an amazing and a productive week. Bye.